Now I will show you how to make these neck warmers for children. These are perfect for playing outside when it's cold, or especially when in kindergarten. The good thing is that if you compare to traditional scarves, you don't have to wrap it around your neck and make a knot. You just pull it over your head. It's really elastic, as you can see. This size goes to 1 to 2 or 3 years, and this will fit from 3 years and up to about 6 years old. So I will use knitting needles size 3.5 millimeters and a yarn that will give 22 stitches for 10 centimeters when using those needles. I am going to use a wool yarn that will give 22 stitches for every 10 centimeters or 4 inches when using knitting needles size 3.5 millimeters. So I will begin to cast on. First I make a slip knot. This will be my first stitch. I use a short circular knitting needle size 3.5 millimeters, and for this size I will cast on 92 stitches. I will link to written instructions for both this size and a smaller one. So 92 stitches. When I cast on for this neck or cuffs or things I wish to be really elastic and soft, I cast on like this. I just hold the first stitch here, and I hold the yarn like this in my right hand. I use my index finger and I go underneath and up. I twist so I get a loop around my index finger. I take my knitting needle and I push down on top of the yarn. I go to the tip of my index finger, up through the loop, I let it go, and I pull slightly on my yarn. Not too tight, because it'll be really difficult to knit the first row if you pull too tight. Again, I go from underneath and up, and I twist around to make a loop. Knitting needle on top, push down to the tip of my index finger. I move up through the loop, let it go, and tighten. So just repeat 92 times, not too tight, and I will be back when it is time to start knitting. So here I have my 92 stitches, and I will start to knit the ribbing that will be around the neck. So I take this yarn that I'm going to knit with over these 2 fingers, and I start to knit. First 2 knit stitches, I put my knitting needle through the first stitch from underneath and away from me. I go to the tip of my index finger and pick up the yarn, and I pull it through the stitch and I take it off the knitting needle. I just adjust it a bit to get it close to the last stitch I have here, and then I repeat. You have to go a bit slow on the first row and be really careful that you get it right. And then when you have knitted a couple of rows, it will go much faster and it will be a lot easier. So now I have 2 knit stitches. I'm going to purl 2 stitches, then I will start on the tip of my index finger here, go underneath my working yarn, and I go from the underside here and up through the stitch. I go back again under my yarn, pick it up, I bring it through the stitch, let it off the needle like this, and again from the tip of my index finger and underneath the yarn I go up through this stitch here like this. I go back under my yarn, pick it up and through the stitch, and I take it off. Don't pull too much on the yarn here, because when you cast on this way, if you pull too much you will get a gap like this. So this will not be a problem once you are finished knitting your first row, but on the first row this will happen if you pull too tight on it. If it does happen, don't worry, just when you knit your next stitches, just make sure you don't pull on it. Now after knitting only 2, you can see the gap is much smaller, and there you can see it's almost gone. So just be a bit careful when you knit your first row, and after that you just go ahead and knit in your own pace. So I will now knit until my neck measures somewhere between 16 and 18 centimeters. That will be, I think, 6.5, 7 inches. Yeah, I think that's right. And then I will get back to you on how to do the rest. I'm now done knitting the neck part, and I have divided the stitches evenly on 2 circular needles like this, and I will begin to knit the 2 pieces that will go down over the back and the chest. So to do that I take one of the sides here and I cast on an additional 6 stitches . 4, 5, 6, and I will begin to knit this, and I am going to make a pattern that will begin opposite of the ribbing. So these 2 will be purl, knit, purl, knit, purl and knit. So I will begin to knit the 2 first stitches. Now I will knit the first stitch. After this I will, and I do that just because this is where I have cast on and it's to make it a bit stable. On every other row after this I will take the first stitch loose off, and that is to create a pretty edge to my work. So I purl, let's see, I just have to get the needle through here. It's difficult on the first row after casting on. And then I knit 2, and I just keep going. Now you can see I do opposite of the ribbing. So here I have knit stitches, now I purl. And I will keep doing this until I get to the other side of the work, and I will come back to you and tell you what to do next. So now I am done knitting the first row. This is where I started, and here at the other end I will also cast on 6 stitches like this. After having done that, I will do the same on my way back. I will check here. Here I did opposite, and I will do one more row that looks like the last one. So I will purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. Okay, so I will begin 2 purl stitches here. Let's see. First one is always a bit difficult. There you go. Now the rest will be more normal. A bit tight, but okay, it's only 6 stitches. So I will do the same, purl and knit, and purl. So now I have 2 rows here, and in the next then I will do opposite, so that I get in the end 2 rows here where I purl, and then on the next I will knit and purl, so I get small squares in the pattern. So I will continue, and I will show you in the end how it looks like, so it will be easier to understand. Okay, I'm finished knitting this piece, and now you can see the pattern clearly. So I have 2 and 2 rows of knit, knit, purl, purl. So it's exactly the same technique as for the neck part, only after 2 rows you switch. So now I will show you how I cast off. And then I take the first stitch loose off, as I have done all the way here except from the first row, and then I have an edge here without knots on it. So the second stitch I knit, and then I take the first one loose over. I make sure I don't tighten it too much. Knit 1 and take the last one loose over. If I make this too tight, it will lose elasticity. So I will just try, when I have taken this off, not to tighten it. So I will keep going until I am at the end, and there I will show you how to finish. Now I'm done casting off, and I only have one stitch left. I have cut the yarn and I simply pull it through the last stitch. So this I will fasten later. And so I have to do another one of these the exact same way. The only difference is that here I have cast on 6 additional stitches, and I will pick them up here. So I will try and see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This number 6 is going to be fun, I believe. It's really tight. And I do the same thing on the other side. I just move all the stitches here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have to count this one again. I think it's 1. There you go. You have to take your time doing this and make sure to get all the stitches. So, and the one at the end can be a bit tricky to get hold of, but here you got 6 stitches in each end, and you just start to knit the exact same way as you did before. So, and it can pay off to twist these stitches the first time you knit them to prevent holes from being created here. Okay, so that's it really. And after you are done, you just fasten all the loose ends and you lightly steam it with an iron, and then you're done. Good luck.